This is Going to Ground from the Westwoods in Wiltshire with me, Andrew Rumsey. Good evening, everybody. Sorry about the bells interrupting last night's little film as I was strolling around Church Street in Caen showing you the Coleridge Memorial. I think I can assure you that there will be nothing to disturb our peace tonight apart from the quiet trilling of a few woodland birds. Says he. We'll have to wait and see. Do you remember when there was a great Chinook helicopter flow overhead when we were in a spot like this a couple of months ago? Well, 3rd of October, and today the church commemorates the life and the death of St. Francis of Assisi, someone who lived close to nature, close to the ground. Indeed, his death is described as having taken place in a very going to ground manner. I'm going to read to you in a minute from G.K. Chesterton's biography of the saint, how it's reputed to have happened. You may know about that. And 1226, 3rd of October, 1226 in the evening, so we might imagine around about now, nearly 800 years ago. And Chesterton says this: after he had taken farewell of some of his nearest and oldest friends, I might say I think he was only 45 years old, so we don't imagine him as an old man, younger than me. He was lifted at his own request off his own rude bed and laid on the bare ground, as some say, clad only in a hair shirt, as he had first gone forth into the wintry woods from the presence of his father. So there are accounts of him being carried out into the countryside and laid on the cold earth. And it was a sign really of his, his own sense of poverty before God, that he had nothing left to claim or offer. And Chesterton writes, it was the final assertion of his great fixed idea of praise and thanks springing to their most towering height out of nakedness and nothing. It's quite a phrase, isn't it? Of praise and thanks springing to their most towering height out of nakedness and nothing. As he laid there, it's said that he requested Psalm 141 be read, and we'll do that in a moment as well. But I just wanted to say this evening, as we're close to the ground again, if you've had a nothing kind of day, if you feel that what you have offered at the close of this day is not worth a great deal, take consolation from the example of Francis of Assisi, that actually it is from nothing that the greatest reaching out to God takes place. Indeed, we believe that God created ex nihilo in the beginning, out of nothing. And so from nothing, we believe new acts of creation can take place. That's when we realize our need to look beyond ourselves. So whatever the day's been like, and I haven't had an especially fruitful kind of day, I must say, and I came into the woods this evening offering up what for me felt a bit of a mess of a day, not really worth a great deal. And so I offer that, and whatever you've got tonight, you don't need to lie naked on the earth unless it helps. You can just stand on the ground close to the earth, remembering that's where you're from, and give thanks with me for the life of St. Francis and his sense of rootedness, his sense of utter dependence on God. And I'm going to read to you Psalm 141, and I'll show you the Westwoods while I read it. Lord, I call upon thee. Haste thee unto me, and consider my voice when I cry unto thee. Let my prayer be set forth in thy sight as the incense, and let the lifting up of my hands be an evening sacrifice. Set a watch, O Lord, before my mouth, and keep the door of my lips. O let not mine heart be inclined to any evil thing. Let me not be occupied in ungodly works with the men that work wickedness, lest I eat of such things as please them. Let the righteous rather smite me friendly and reprove me. But let not their precious balms break my head. Yea, I will pray yet against their wickedness. Let their judges be overthrown in stony places, that they may hear my words, for their sweet. Our bones lie scattered before the pit, like as when one breaketh and heweth wood upon the earth. But mine eyes look unto thee, O Lord God. In thee is my trust. O cast not out my soul. Keep me from the snare that they have laid for me, and from the traps of the wicked doers. Let the ungodly fall into their own nets together, and let me ever escape them. It's quite a powerful line, isn't it? Our bones lie scattered before the pit, as when one breaketh and heweth wood upon the earth. Psalm of personal poverty and desire to escape the consequences of evil. That was Francis's offering at the end of his life, and whatever yours is at the end of this day. God bless you, friends, as you go to ground.